So, like, I just want to dive straight into it. Like, this is obviously, your host, Christopher Michael Curtis Bowen, that's hosting on the Christopher Bowen Show. And I definitely intend to have, like, some guests on and stuff like that. But, I want to create action. I want to create a movement. I want to create, more individualized movement towards extraterrestrial. And that's the thing. I don't think. I think that is a movement that, like, Joe Rogan's trying to start, sort of thing, or just like, come on, like, how cool is that? Like, there's an actual movement for beings that are off world, that are, not necessarily looking like us or act like us or have evolved like us or just are like us, just different beings that are out in the universe. They may be humanoid, but that's besides the point. It's just like this new movement to have them, be here and to have them in our lives. I think that's huge. And it's so different. Like, feel it. Like, think about that. There's just a little air to it, to that reality. It's like, oh, there's more than just us. That's so, like, oh my gosh. Like, dude, like, what is up with that? So, it's like it's a very cool transition where we're just transforming into this, new realm where we all coexist with one another. And this coexistence is pretty awesome. I mean, like we awaken to what's within us. And I feel like I know what's within me, who's within me. And I feel very responsible. So it's nice just to take in the light and the love. Feel that connection within us. And let go. And I find it really cool that, like, he brought that up, like Joe Rogan brought up, like, extraterrestrials. And it really makes you think. Like, they probably are living among us. They definitely are. And he brought up a good point, too. Just like, would we keep it secret? And I feel like that's the difference, like, of the light, Like, we wouldn't keep it secret if extraterrestrials handed us advanced technology. Like, instead, like, only a certain amount of people or a certain group of people are allowed to know about it. And I'm like, Dang, that's a good question. I mean, I'm just like, I'm glad he asked it because it puts it out there because he really cares and he's really interested in that. And I know about that. Like, I should go on the show, dude. I would love to talk to him. Why just talk about that for like 3 hours, man? Because there's so many scenarios. I mean, I just want to go on and on about it. Like, I want to go on the Joe Rogan podcast. I wonder how you get on it. Do you wait on a email from him, or do I just like email him? Contact? Do you just give out phone calls? That's a pretty good question. I should ask that. But yeah, more importantly, like, those are all like actual, scenarios of actual things that have occurred and can occur. But anyway, what matters now is the light wins. And the light has won, the light is victorious. And shining the light everywhere is the responsibility of us. Like, all of us. Like, not just the 144K, but all beings. And so, like, we're unifying. So this is, positive timelines coming together. I mean, this is really good. This is like the time to be alive. And taking action, and especially intergalactically. And it's an amazing thing that we set our mind to. Like positive thoughts and, sending energy over to London, where the cabal was, and then, transmuting and taking in more light. That is something that we must do. Shine our light. The darkness disappears and dissolves and disintegrates. That's the best thing to happen. Because, that's what I would say. I'd be like Joe Rogan. Like, there's underground bases, like Area 51. And they're just full of aircraft and spaceships. Like, why aren't we using those spaceships? That's a good question. Like, why aren't those spaceships, like, everywhere? And there's so many in there. Like, shouldn't we at least see them flying about? Like, that's the question that I want to know. And shouldn't we be making those instead of talking about cars? Like, shouldn't we be making ships? Like, if we're so interested in engineering and stuff, and like, okay, cars are somewhat cool because, our parents had them, and their parents had them, and their parents had them. Okay, cars might be kind of cool. It's like a culture thing. I get it. I get that. But like, where are all the spaceships? Like, what's so cool is like Elon Musk and like rockets and stuff. But what about actual travel? Like, the travel is really more appealing, not the mode of transportation. But it's just like the mode of transportation, I feel like it would be so different if we actually knew the truth about like all the stuff. Like, it would literally be different if we knew the truth. Like, people, I think people would change. Like, and I think that's very, very obvious. Like, if you told people, like, let's be realistic. Let's say, look, if you told people there's enough anti-gravity ships for like half the country, then I think people would do something about it. I definitely think people would do something about it. And the thing is, it's not even for sale. It's just like hidden. It's not for sale yet. I mean, what would you do? It wouldn't even be for sale, right? Like, how would you get that into the market? Just say, hey, there's a new... I don't even know how that would... That would be a huge impact. It would. There's no other way to say it. Yeah, there really is no other way to say it. Like, there's so much stuff, and that's just transportation. Like, there's healing technology too. That's just out of the... There's so many things that we don't know about. Like, just think about the cultures. Just how they live, how we can interact with one another, how we can communicate. Like, imagine, like... You just kind of, like, walk us through, like, relationships. Like, think how weird that is. Like, they just describe their relationship to us, and, like, that's their whole life cycle. It's so thrilling. That's what the light's all about. I was gonna say that's what the future's about, but more positive timelines are coming in closer. So, I mean, that's important, and you know that's what we need to anchor in to the crystalline grid. And it's amazing to sense it. Sense that strange energy of just like newness. Because I feel like that's a real thing. Like that's what we should be all about. We should be aware of the aspect of newness. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Warrior 2 down. I was just doing a get up. I definitely have Warrior 2 down. I'm so happy about that. I think that's so fascinating. So fascinating. I'm just totally just blown out of the water by it. And I'm like inspired. Like I want to be that next thing. Like YouTube videos, okay, yeah, it's kind of been done. Podcasts, okay, yeah, it's kind of been done. Like what's the new attractive thing? And like I'm just doing this to reach out. I mean, there's got to be so many more ways, you know? And I think one of the coolest new ways is higher vibrational thinking. I actually think one of the new ways actually is like higher dimensional waveforms. Or just light forms, or just thinking like telepathically. That's the new thing. There's a helicopter over there. But yeah. Like I have a venue set up. Like I have the space. I can invite maybe 10 to 20 people. Or really 30 to 40 people. I feel like be comfortable because I'm comfortable hosting something like that. And to be conducive conducive to transformation, conducive to love, to transformation, stuff like that. So, like, I'm pretty excited. I know without a doubt that there's an art of transformation. And that's what it's called. Yeah. Opening up the light that's within us. Isn't that awesome? The art of transformation. So that's what I mastered, I realized. Opening up the art of transformation. Oh, literally change realities. It's so cool. Who wouldn't want to be able to do that, It's just awesomeness. Everywhere you go, it's just awesomeness. So, the light is beautiful. And I stand by that truth. And so it is. With lots of love, I love you all.